Welcome to my channel. This is JC Rock and the Reviews. My name is John and I have a new album review by the Descendents. It's called 9th and Walnut. But before I begin, if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I do rock and metal reviews, rankings, and more. So I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know punk rock very well. My only exposure to punk rock, with the exception of a few Green Day and Offspring albums, is this compilation CD. And I bought this years ago in like the mid-2000s. It's called Punkorama Volume 2. And the first song in this is called Coffee Mug by the Descendents. It's a super fast song. It's only 30 seconds long. And it's almost like thrash metal. I used to like listen to this album when I went to the gym, you know. You see, as soon as I got onto like one item of like cardio equipment, I would just like pop on this album and just the song Coffee Mug would come in. It would be like 30 seconds, just like fast and furious, just high intensity music, just use it to get me going. So this is really all the punk rock that I know. So let me talk about this album. The album is called 9th and Walnut. It is their 8th album. You know, the band doesn't have many albums. Considering that their first album was called Milo Goes to College, released in 1982. This band has been around for a while. They were mostly active in the 80s, and one thing that is important about this album is that it reunites their classic lineup with Milo Aukerman on vocals, Frank Navetta on guitars, Tony Lombardo on bass, and Bill Stevenson on drums. And this is the first time they've played together since their album Everything Sucks, which was released in 1996. So the album consists of songs written between the years 1977 and 1980. It's just real old school punk rock. The songs were recorded in the year 2002 and 2020. Two of the earliest songs were re-recorded. They were like the two lead singles back from 1979, called Ride the Wild and It's a Hectic World. And there's a cover song of Glad It's Over, which is originally recorded by the Dave Clark Five back in like 1963. So the album has 18 songs, a runtime of 25 minutes. So basically, the songs are very short. You know, 2 of the songs are over 2 minutes. You know, 4 songs are under like 1 minute, and like the rest are between 1 and 2 minutes long. So I'm going to be talking about, I'm not going to do a track by track like I usually do. I'll just be talking about just some of my favorite songs, the ones that stood out, you know. And this video will probably be a little shorter than usual. You know, like I also want to say that this is one of those bands that has not really changed their sound over the years. It's one of those bands that like you know what you're getting whenever they release an album. So the first song is called Sailor's Choice. It has a very raw garage rock sound, lots of loud guitars, has fast drum beat, there's a melodic chorus, and all this is just packed into a 1 minute and 15 second song. Crepe Suzette is pretty cool, it has a cool bass intro, and it's just another cool fast-paced punk rock song. It's a little over a minute. You Make Me Sick, it's another fast-paced song, it's under a minute long. Lullaby is cool, it has a cool drum opening, and it's just 1 minute of fast punk rock. Nightage is a cool song, it has a cool bass riff, goes into this guitar riff. It reminds me of like surf music, that's pretty cool. But it is played like a punk rock style at like a high tempo. The song I'm Shaky, that's pretty cool, it's a little more melodic, shows off like how they were an influence on like that like punk pop subgenre. And probably my favorite song is called Grudge. It has a really cool bass line, and they're just singing about all these things that like they don't like and that they have grudges against. Just a 1.5 minute song, and just probably the most memorable for me. The next song, It's a Hectic World, that's a cool one. It has these like palm muted riffs, almost makes it feel like almost like thrash metal at times, but it is just signature punk rock. And this is one of their re-recordings of their debut single from 1979. The shortest song is called Yore Disgusting, and it's kind of like the coffee mug of this album. It's just a simple song, it's super fast, it's very simple, and it's just only like 53 seconds long. And the other song that was a re-recording of their 1979 single is called Ride the Wild. Just straightforward punk rock with heavy guitars and a cool drum beat. And the last song is called Glad All Over, and this is a cover of the Dave Clark Five song. And it is what you expect. It's like this like Beatles-esque like pop song from the 60s, just played punk rock style. And this is just a perfect example of that like pop punk style that they were a part of. So In conclusion, it's a short album. You know, this is a band that gives you what you expect. So if you are a fan of the band or just punk rock in general, you probably will like this album. Not really much more to say about it. I give it an 8 out of 10. I really like the old school punk rock vibe, and it's an enjoyable album. You know, the songs are kind of catchy. You know, once you listen to them once or twice, you know, they kind of stick in your head. So I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. So that's it. Comment below. Let's talk about what you think of the album if you heard it, or what do you think of the Descendents in general. So I will be back on Tuesday. There won't be a video tomorrow. I just have a really heavy work schedule, so I'm going to have to take a night off. But I'll be back with Tuesday. I'm going to do a Powerwolf ranking. So check out some of the other videos I have linked over here, and I'll see you in the next one.